Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of You Like That podcast. You're joined with me, my name is Adam, and I'm only one half of the podcast because Jack ain't here for this one, as you can tell, different looking man.
I'm Jacob, and I'm acting on behalf of the other half of the You Like That podcast.
Exactly right, this is my best friend, my brother, and my roommate Jacob, one of the closest people I have in my life, who was happy enough to come and join me and fill the void that is Jack's lonely seat for this week's episode. So it's going to be a bit of a different one. It's going to be a bit of a shorter one. We did go and see a new movie that I apologize I had to put you through.
Yeah.
Thought it was going to be better than what it was, but it wasn't. So this week we're going to be talking about Ascendant. And no, it has nothing to do with the Divergent series. This is completely fucking utter nonsense and bullshit. Basically, isn't it?
Yeah, that was... that's the worst movie I've ever seen. That is...
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking. That is...
Yeah, so we'll touch on that in a moment now. No news for the week because we are doing this as an early record on a Friday, so fuck all has happened this week in the news other than Netflix have merged a deal with Sony to release all of their new movies after their theatrical run straight onto Netflix. So when we get the new Spider-Man, when we get the new Venom, anything that Sony does, it's going to be coming to Netflix after its theatrical run. So big deals there. It's just a little fucking thing. There's not much else. Godzilla vs. Kong is still pushing strong in the movies. It's ranked just under 250 million worldwide now, which means it has made its money back.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty fucking good.
Still need to see it.
You still need to see it.
Yeah, you've seen it 4 more times than me.
If you do the math, yeah, it's kind of there, but it's also not. But hey, it's a great fucking movie, and everyone still thinks so. So, restore the MonsterVerse, hashtag it. It's got to happen. We've got to keep that shit going. Yeah, fuck on nothing else in the news this week. And I'll just address the sound is a little bit different this week as well, because we are reverting to the old Yeti microphone, because these little beauties run on USB, and you can't hook 2 of them up to the computer at once because my computer goes haywire. So we're just bearing with the old shit here. You're just going to have to deal with it and look at our mugs anyway. So,
yep.
They just got to take it as it is. So, let's fuck off with the news. Let's just jump straight into Ascendant and discuss this fucking train wreck of a movie. So, this movie, released 2021. This was directed and written by Antoine Furlong.
And what has he done?
He has done absolutely nothing. This is his directorial and writer debut. He is an Australian. And I feel very bad about that.
It shows.
It fucking shows. It really does. This is one of those movies where, much like when we did Occupation Rainfall, when we did Follow Me, there is no notes on the internet about this movie anywhere. So I don't have a lot to explain about this movie other than it went for 102 minutes.
You did know it was an Australian film, though, because out of nowhere, they just show Ayers Rock.
Yeah.
Literally, they're in Shanghai.
Yeah.
And then they just show a picture of Ayers Rock,
like, what a weird place to choose.
Okay.
Why fucking Ayers Rock? Middle of Australia. Bit weird, but sure, we'll go with it. Again, the cast of this movie, I don't recognise a single person in this movie. This is led by Charlotte Best, Johnny Pasvolsky, Susan Pryor, Andrew Jack, Lily Stewart. The last couple, I don't even know who they played. And we literally just saw this movie not even half an hour ago. The base premise that they give this movie is a young environmentalist wakes trapped, kidnapped in the elevator of a super high-rise building at the mercy of her tormentors. Sounds better than what we got. The tagline for this movie: you'll never go in an elevator again.
Yeah, I'm right.
I'm going to be fine going in an elevator
Yep.
because I'm not going in an elevator in an unfinished building that's 120 levels high.
Yeah, it's not like she walked into an elevator and then it broke down.
No.
She just kind of woke up in a construction site.
She seemed not very phased that she was in an elevator, just that she was just stuck in a small square and being like, what do I do? What's going on? But it's not like, if there was a movie that would have the tagline, you'll never go in an elevator again, would have been Devil. The one that's based in an elevator with a devil.
Yeah, and a bit more... It wasn't scary. The movie's not scary.
No, this movie is fucking not scary. This movie is... So the only trailer I'd seen for this movie, which we went about this before we started this, I'd only ever seen it every time I went to the cinemas the last couple of weeks, and it was only ever showing her in the elevator, and that there was a bad guy, and she was trapped in there for whatever reason about her dad. After seeing this movie, this is full spoilers as well, because you're not going to see this movie, and I'm not telling you to go see this movie at all. There's magical, supernatural powers.
Mother Nature, as they refer to it.
They seem to keep referring to these two girls as, what if they're Mother Nature?
The engineers. It's just stupid.
It's really fucking stupid. So, the trailer didn't show me any of that until I watched the full trailer, and then it showed me that stuff, and I've gone, alright, if I'd watched that trailer, maybe I wouldn't have done this movie.
Yeah, that first time where you kind of see, like, a random acorn, like, kind of appear in a hand, I wanted to walk out. I was like, okay, this is no longer, like, a hostage movie, it's a magic movie. Like, it's just...
So originally I thought I was planning to set up to watch a Liam Neeson-esque Taken...
Yeah, kind of like...
Bad guys kidnap young girl
type
yeah.
Vibe. And you were getting that at the start. Like, it was pretty...
Yeah, kind of, yeah. For that first bit until you learn a bit more of the backstory, it seemed like that kind of movie. And, yeah, very quickly it didn't. Mind you, I was falling asleep in the first 20 minutes of this movie to begin with anyway.
Yeah.
I just could not keep my eyes open for it. I'm like, I'm not entertained right now.
The first 5 minutes, I was kind of like, I was trying to get into it. I was like, yeah, okay, cool. She's hostage. She's got the blindfold on. Like, it's pretty eerie. And then you see the villain, and I just started laughing.
So again, following the trend of Russian gangsters, it's a Russian. And it's a big Russian who is not scary in the slightest.
His voice is hilarious.
He sings Deck the Halls.
The acting when you go from chick in an elevator, who, by herself, that first 5 minutes, the acting was pretty good. Like she was scared, tears. But then you see her looking at the Russian dude and her dad on the big screen for the first time, and it's just, it doesn't work. Like, it just seems off. Did you get that?
That's just what this whole fucking movie was. Of course it was off. I was falling asleep.
Yeah.
Everything was off for me on this. So, this movie just completely doesn't take you on a ride. This movie tries to give you a plot with more... It tries to portray itself as more than what it is, and want to try and be a smart movie in a way. And it really doesn't deliver on any scale whatsoever.
No, and I don't know if you noticed it at the start, so she has a phone on her in the elevator.
Yeah.
She gets a call from her mum, and her mum is like, after I get off the phone, don't talk to anyone on this phone. 2 minutes later, she's on the phone to Uncle Jack, and it's like, well...
Fucking Uncle Jack.
Well, the movie's ruined. This obviously isn't Uncle Jack, because your mum's already warned you, you dumb bitch. And the whole movie is her talking to this person on the phone, like, I'm gonna come save you, and we all kind of knew...
Yeah, kind of knew where that was going.
Yeah.
They didn't have the budget to bring in another team of people to have a big action sequence.
Yeah, no. They couldn't afford SWAT.
No, not in the slightest. So, you get a developing plot with an underlying backstory of this girl plus her sister are more than meets the eye. They have special Mother Earthy powers.
Frozen.
They can... the chucking hitting the wall and the new trees and that, and everyone's just like, the fuck.
Like, those trees weren't there before.
Apparently, for whatever reason, it seems like they're trying to protect these girls as if they're some sort of special weapon.
Yeah, like...
But you're not sort of given as to why. You're just like, okay, they could sort of control a few things and destroy and whatnot else, but...
The sister killed someone?
I guess.
But we don't know who?
No.
And they keep saying, did you do it? And then they just kind of leave it?
They just kind of leave it. I don't really know. Because it's really not given to you properly. Because you're constantly going back to this elevator. And you're not getting any threats. You're not getting any urgency.
No, it's not like it, like... There was none of that.
Because this movie tries to Tenet itself. And I haven't seen Tenet, but for those of you who've seen Tenet, you know the whole thing of you got to go back to go forward to change the future and change the past. And we all know what that movie fucking turned out to be. Like, they try to do a bit of this.
Okay, yeah.
Her as the young kid is like, I can see into the future, so now I'm going to change the future, but my future self is going to have to do that. But she knows that she's listening to us talk about this in the past, and you're like, fucking slow down for a second now.
And how does little girl try to change the future? She locks herself in a safe.
Yeah.
She's like, this
is that a metaphor for the elevator? Is it the same thing?
Is it like
maybe?
The movie felt like it was two middle 20 men sitting in a chair watching a lady sitting in an elevator.
Oh, you talk about us?
Oh yeah, we're the
men.
Yeah,
we fucking did that.
We're sitting down watching two people, or watching another person sit down
and do the thing.
Yeah,
and it wasn't a good thing. It was just straight.
The highlight of the movie was...
There was a highlight?
Yeah, the highlight was Adam kicking the two other people that were in the movie cinema with us out of their seats because they were sitting in our spots.
I chose those seats, motherfucker. You better believe I'm sitting in my seats that I chose.
So they literally moved 2 seats next to us. They were the only other 2 people in the movie cinema.
Very elderly. Very not impressed with this movie as well. As you could definitely imagine.
Shout out to Grandpa who needed a beer after that movie.
Yeah.
He also did not like the movie.
Very much did not like the movie. Dare say they might be getting a very, very poorly worded email.
Yes. Via fax machine, probably.
Yeah. Or hand delivered by someone from the home. Who fucking knows? So this is... Jack, if you're watching this, feels so fucking glad that you didn't have to watch this movie. Because, by God, even if you were here, this review would still be as short as it is. Because there is fucking next to nothing else to talk about.
There's nothing in the movie. There's nothing to talk about. She goes up and down and up and down and up and down. The end. And
so the ending. The ending is set up. It tries to set up itself as a sequel.
Yeah.
But it's also the soundtrack behind it. It's like such a liberating, like an upbeat, getting straight into it, and you're like, but she's done nothing.
Yeah.
We don't know. Did she eliminate a threat? We don't really know. He was just a Russian guy, and it's like we don't know what his aim was in the end anyway.
What happened to the Russian guy? He was just like, I need a new team, and then you don't see him again.
Yeah. I didn't even realize that. Yeah. You don't see what happens to him.
She kills his crew in the elevator, ironically, and then he's like, I need a new team, and walks away. You don't see him anymore.
Yeah, he's fucking right. There's nothing else after that. So I guess he's going to be part of the next one.
The sequel is not going to happen because that is not making any money.
Following the trend of Divergent also doesn't make any money. So he's worded the right one there to make it. But it's just laughable. It's so laughable, this movie. And just how bad it is.
When was the point where we just started looking at each other and we just started laughing? There was a point in the movie.
It was pretty much... Wasn't it her getting out of the elevator and morphing into her little microbial fucking spores?
Oh, that's right. She just decided to just vaporize
herself and then go to where her dad's body is laying and give some sort of speech, and he's given the speech about something that you can't really hear because he's dying, and usually they will try to ADR that to make it hearable, but they don't.
No.
So he's just mumbling a lot, and you're like, I don't know what he's saying.
Literally, you don't know.
You just don't know. And you don't know what this movie is about.
Something about she is life.
So I think they just repeated the whole, her mum and dad saying, what are they, Mother Earth? Or Mother Nature?
Are they Mother Nature?
And they're like, what if they are?
What if she's life?
And you're like, what is this movie trying to set up the whole thing of the human race is shit and destroying this world, so 2 girls have to come and save it because they're now Mother Nature, and
but in reality,
fuck out of here.
In reality, it was just some dumb bitch stuck in an elevator.
Yeah. Unlucky Mother Nature. You're stuck in a fucking elevator for the rest of your fucking time. I don't really want to talk about this movie anymore.
Oh, do you want to know my notes for the movie?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Gay as balls.
If you don't know Jacob, that's just the way he talks on everything. That's his hottest take he could ever give as a review. He's stuck in the old trend of using gay as balls as a term of endearment on something. We're just gonna end the review on that because I can't talk any more about this movie because I don't remember so much more because I wanted to sleep the rest of it and just come home and just not have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's answer some questions now. Let's get to the questions and actually have a fucking fun time here. So, guys, questions. Facebook, Instagram, hit us up wherever you are. Whatever you want to ask us. With me, with Jack, and today with Jacob.
Yeah, well, my brother just sent me a message, so thanks, Nathan. His question is, what's the password?
And the password is...
Swordfish.
That's the password.
Password swordfish. It's always swordfish.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Exactly right. That's, yeah.
Yeah, thanks,
There you go, Nathan. Thanks for that one.
Yeah.
So, right, we'll jump to Facebook and get these out first. So, it was just from Jess who said, Jacob, what are you reading right now? Do you have any book recommendations for us?
I literally read one book, well, one series, the Aragon series. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and kind of like 4.5. And I'm reading 4 at the moment. Ask me in 3 years, I'll probably be still reading 4. Yeah. So read Aragon. That's my recommendation. I love Aragon.
And if it's me, I say watch the movie adaptations of any book. But for Aragon, I say don't watch the movie.
Don't watch the movie.
There's a reason they only made one of them.
Yeah.
They don't want to make any more after that. Are either of you going to talk about your dick this episode, or do the listeners have to wait for Jack to come back next week?
Nah, like I normally would.
Yeah, it's as Jack said, it's kind of like cheating if we do that. So
it's
there will be no penis talk from either of us in terms of our own penises, other than how we're explaining it right now. So you cannot hear any more about that. If you want to know any more about that, just fling us a message.
Slide into my DMs.
Slide into the DMs, Snapchat us, FaceTime, whatever. If you want to live chat it, just bring it on. We're down for anything, man. Chelsea on Instagram, do you have any odd fears?
Not odd fears. I don't like spiders.
Standard.
Like, no, I wouldn't say they're odd. All my fears are pretty rational.
Yeah.
Like,
it's better that way. You don't want to be that odd person that's got a fear of fucking, like, desks.
Yeah, no.
Or just, like, a chair. Or someone who says they're afraid of their own shadow.
Oh.
Are you going, are you fucking sure that's you?
When I was a kid, I was scared of the ring wraiths in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, but that's not odd. They were fucking scary.
I used to hang, like, you know, your gowns, like, at the end of my bed, and we had bunk beds, so, like, I would wake up in the middle of the night. It kind of looks like the little shadow looking over you.
Yeah, that would be... That's you set yourself up for your own nightmares there.
Yeah, and I didn't move it. And the Goosebump quilt covers. My brother had to have Goosebump quilt covers, and we shared a room, and those quilt covers scared the fuck out of me.
Shout out Nathan for the scary Goosebump fucking quilt cover.
Thanks. Ruined my childhood.
Ruining Jacob's childhood. Yeah, I don't think I have any odd ones either. Like, I've just got the standard snakes, spiders, sharks. They just scare the shit out of me. I don't really fear much else in terms of an oddity. Nah.
Yeah.
Can't say anything odd. Sorry to let you down on that one. The next one is, if you had to set up a dating bio right now, what would your bio say?
A dating bio?
Yeah. It's like a Tinder or a Bumble. What's in your bio? What's going to attract?
I just kind of, like, do little emojis. Like, so I had, like, the chef emoji, and then, like, the music emoji, and then, like, the weightlifting emoji, because I was going to the gym.
Are you 47?
Yeah, but, like, it's...
It's like what, Jacob?
Yeah.
And on his words.
No, not really. Well, I guess, like, sing along with, like, songs.
You just want your dictation in life to just be full on emojis now.
Well, it was 7 emojis, and then it was scary how 7 emojis sum up my life. That was my bio.
And that's why you're here.
That's why we're doing this podcast right now. So...
Emojis ruined his love life.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. Mine... What would mine be? Mine
When's
was always...
the last time you've had to think about it?
6 years? 6 years? 6.5 years, maybe?
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I ever been on Tinder was, even before I met Brooke.
Yours would be like basis of TYTL.
It would literally be just my standard bio and everything else. So it would just be Adam dot 20, how old am I? 6 dot probably Wollongong dot base in 10 years too late dot host of You Like That podcast dot bondage. Throw that one in there just to so that I'm a little bit more than just a public figure in that. And then dot probably like Apex.
Yeah. Game/Apex.
Yeah. Maybe like my game tag.
Yeah.
Add me on Origin. And that. It's probably why Tinder didn't work out for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's like, this guy's got too much going for him.
Yeah. He's living the high life. I don't want to interrupt that.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you seem to have your life pretty sorted. You don't need one of us.
There's no free time in there.
Yeah, there's no room for a me in there. There's never going to be a dot my name. If it is, it's going to be at the back end of Apex.
Priorities.
Yeah, in that order exactly.
It's kind of like the MySpace top 10. You're down the bottom.
One by one, you slowly move up depending on how good you are in bed.
Oh, fuck.
You are backed into a corner and a pack of 12-year-olds are upon you. How many could you defeat?
A pack.
A pack.
You know, the 12-year-olds, they haven't really kicked in yet. They're still...
And 12-year-olds these days are just a bunch of fucking annoying little cunt holes.
Like, do you remember me when I was 12?
Yes.
Like this
annoying little cunt hole.
Like, yeah.
Very easy to kick.
Very easy to kick.
100% you could take down the whole pack.
I reckon unlimited pack killing.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to stop. You could just keep going.
Yeah.
There'd be the limit is not exist. It doesn't exist. The limit doesn't exist in this scenario.
Yeah.
You go, all right, back me into the corner, and then you just go full John Wick.
Yeah.
Or you go full
John
Bob
Wick did
Odenkirk in Nobody. Check that episode out last week. Yeah, 100%. They're just easy to maintain and manage. They don't get too big these days. This new generation they're just cunt holes.
Bunch of dweebs.
Yeah.
They don't call them 12s for nothing. Like,
yeah.
There's a reason.
I feel like 12s isn't a term that's been used enough anymore these days.
Yeah. Bring back the 12s.
That was back in our time. 12s was the big thing.
Mm.
When all those younger ones were 12s.
Does it still happen? Do people still call people 12s?
Let us know. If you're in school or anything, or you have brothers or sisters in school, is 12s still a thing?
Bring it back.
Bring back 12s. If you could have one childhood fairy tale come to life, what would it be? Example, Disney Tales or Santa? A real life Shrek.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
I want to know that there's a swamp somewhere where an ogre is living with a donkey and there is a cat in boots and he's like Zorro.
Childhood fantasies, like... If there was a Hogwarts, that would be pretty sick.
Would be really cool.
Yeah. Or
if
Aragon.
there was a Middle Earth.
Ooh. Yeah, alright. Yeah, okay. I vibe that.
Imagine walking to school one day.
Anything like that. Any alternate world, like Hogwarts or Middle Earth. If there was just another kind of... Like, if we just, like, flew over to space.
Yeah.
And, like, instead of landing on Mars, we just landed on the Death Star.
Yeah, it's like, instead of going, hey, hun, you know, this holiday season, let's fly over to Hawaii. It's, darling, I've booked us a one-way trip straight to Middle Earth.
Yeah, that is a one-way trip.
We're walking from the Shire to Mordor. We're taking the scenic route.
Yeah.
We're going to see how they experienced it.
We've got Bilbo as our guide.
Exactly. We've got the guide sorted. They said no refunds and they do not take responsibility for anything that does happen. So we do need to do a bit of training before we go. But I think it's going to be a great experience for us. We're going to come back.
Like in real life, choose your own ending. You know those books where you turn to page 42? Yeah, it's like that except Middle Earth.
Fuck, how good would life be if it was a choose your own life book?
I'd be gone. I'd already be gone.
Like dead? Gone?
Yeah, I suck at those. Do you know how many times I had to cheat?
Turn to page 47 or 40. I'm going to go to
You're
47.
dead.
What? No,
Go back.
I meant 48. Go to the other one.
I meant 48. Like, you just see, like, the game over down the bottom. Like, no.
Whoa!
Take it back.
No one heard me say that's where I was going. This is my adventure. I'm not choosing that
path. Story. It's my story.
Fucking hell. But you know what? The fairy, the tooth fairy could be a creepy one, though. Imagine if there was a real tooth fairy.
As actually Dwayne Johnson?
Fuck no. No, I mean, like, you get the tooth fairy portrayed as a lovely little fairy that just comes in and just takes your tooth. But what if it's like a fucking like goblin with wings?
Oh. Or just like some crack addict that just likes teeth.
I heard you got some teeth under here. Give me your tooth. And instead of leaving cash, they leave a crack pipe.
Just so you can lose some more teeth for me.
Now, when you lose your next one, just tap your crack pipe 3 times.
There's no.
And I'll be there in a jiffy. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. We'll go to our other half, Jack. How do you predict a Fast and Furious saga will end?
Vin Diesel.
Family.
Is Dwayne Johnson in it?
Yeah.
They just drive off a bridge together.
Alright, so we know we're getting the 9th one, where they're introducing John Cena as Vin Diesel's brother.
Yeah, so he's going to carry... Wait.
And the 10th one is going to be the last one.
Okay,
so the one we're getting now is not going to be the last one. There's going to be one more after this.
Alright. So 10, the start of 10 is John Cena at both their funerals, because they drove off the bridge at the end of 9. And then it's just sad Cena for 10. We got it. Fast and the Furious, sad Cena.
I reckon this is how it's going to go. 9's going to pan out the way you completely expect it to. They're going to take down John Cena and Charlize Theron's character finally, because they didn't kill her in the last one. They'll be taking down Vin Diesel, as Dominic will sustain some major injuries. He might be put into an induced coma. And the 10th one is going to lead into that whole story of Dom gets better, his children get a bit older, and they start driving, and then they get into a gangland war, and then the movie ends with a good old-fashioned street race. And at the end of the street race...
Who owns the rights to Fast and Furious? Like, who does it? Like, what movie company? Do you know? Because they're probably going to sue us after you just told them...
Universal?
Yeah, they're probably going to sue us. You just
Universal?
told them the whole movie.
Possibly. Yeah, no, well, that's not my fault.
Yeah, well.
You give me that hush money, I won't talk about it anymore.
Sponsor.
Give it over. But no, at the very end of that straight race, in the 10th one, where it ends off, CGI Paul Walker comes back on screen.
Oh, God. Drops the clutch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's how it's ending. So, and then we'll never get any more after that, because we'll be like, you can't do that! And they'll be like, we just did.
Watch me. Guess what? It made us money.
Guess what? You told us to go to space. We're not going to space. Yeah, straight race is actually going to be on the moon.
Oh.
Zero
gravity.
Paul Walker walks out in a spacesuit.
Oh, guys, I've been here all
along. Been basing my drifts on the moon. What was the first movie that made you cry?
Ooh.
You a bitch, so you cried a lot.
Yeah, first movie though. Like, first movie I remember making me cry.
It was Shrek, wasn't it?
No, I don't think I... What's there to cry about in Shrek? That was a good movie. No cries, no
when
feels.
It ended?
Yeah,
but you had to wait for another one?
Yeah, that was pretty sad.
Or knowing that you had to rewind the VHS tape?
No, like, does anyone know the first movie that they cried to?
I don't think so. That's such a hard one.
Like, I'm assuming it would have been Bambi. was
I don't know if I cried in Birmingham the first time I watched it.
actually, yeah, I probably didn't.
You're a kid, you just go,
just don't understand it. His mum's dead. Whatever.
Yeah.
My mum's dead too.
No, she's not.
She's not dead.
You just can't fucking say those things.
What's the last movie you I cried in this movie?
Yeah, that's
Not
the other one.
because I
What was
was
the last one
sad.
you cried in? Yeah. What's the real last one you've cried at? Should be more recent. Surely.
I watched a movie recently called The Green the Green Book?
The Green Mile?
No, The Green Book.
The Green Book.
The Green Book. It's a dark-skinned pianist that wants to tour like the America, but like the racist part of America.
So all of it?
Oh, like he goes down to like Kentucky and all that stuff, and then he hires like an Italian mob guy to be security guard, and it's actually a pretty good movie, but it's a bit teary. It's a bit sad.
Does he die?
He doesn't die, but it's like he's getting like racially abused like the whole movie, and it's just like he's a really good piano player, and like everyone loves him when he's playing for the piano, but when he goes out into normal life, they just like reject him pretty much because he's black. And it's a bit of a sad movie.
What was my last one? Because I don't cry that much in movies, unless I really force myself to. Because I can sit there and not say anything, the tears won't come. If I can keep myself composed, the tears will be fine. But if I open my mouth and say a word, I'm done. I'm gone.
Yeah.
Um,
Would it be like an epic movie, like one of those where so much is happening, and then it's just like, like Return of the King, when they all bow down to the hobbits.
Well, I mean, it's not a movie, but I shed a tear for the ending of How I Met Your Mother recently when me and Brooke finally finished it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When that happened. I mean, yeah, it's a shit ending, but it's still fucking sad. Regardless of what you think about it. You think about the other things that happened. There's things to cry about in that. It's very sad. Really, the last movie I can remember fully crying in was probably Green Street Hooligans.
When the kid dies?
No, when fucking Charlie Hunnam dies.
Okay, yeah.
He gets his fucking ass whooped.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's things more. I know I shed a tear in Avengers Endgame, obviously.
Yeah, that's standard.
Actually, that was probably that probably was my last cry. Would have been that one.
Like at the movies? Like the first time you watched it? Or
No, I think it was the second time I went and watched it. First time I was trying to hold it back. The second time I was like, I know it's coming. I could feel myself going.
Yeah. Like what?
And then I hear "I love you 3000."
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that's
It was that, but then it was the whole. Your dad loved cheeseburgers. I get you cheeseburger. It's just like. Full on emotional, man. It's an emotional ride. Fucking hell. Have either of you done something sexual in a movie theater session?
No.
Up until tonight. No, as I say, it's one of my pet peeves is watching movies with other people. If they want to keep talking through a movie and not pay attention to the movie that we're watching, you're my most hated person in the world.
Yeah, don't talk.
So, that's why if you ever say, how about we all come around and watch a movie? I'll go, no. Because if you start talking,
and it's kind of like
kill you.
Like if you take someone on a first date to the movie, you're like, I'm not getting to know you on the first date.
No.
Yeah, like...
If our first date was Godzilla vs. Kong, bitch, you better believe.
You better take me out to Sanchura's afterwards, because I'm not saying a word to you during the movie.
You are not even there. You're nothing more than a seat next to me. And possibly my ride home.
Like, you don't even have popcorn or drink when you watch. Even though you fell asleep today, you're into the movie. Like,
yeah, most movies. Most movies I'm fully into it.
Nothing distracting you. I'm just sitting there chewing on popcorn and Maltesers. Like, okay, getting me through, I guess. Like,
yeah, got you there through the end. But yeah, no, definitely nothing sexual. I think that's a weird thing. I think people that do sexual things in a movie theater, especially if there's other people in the cinema,
yeah,
it's really fucking just weird in general. Because it's like,
and
all right, is it a thrill type thing? Or is it just the adrenaline?
Oh, is someone gonna look?
Because it's like a guarantee if someone sees you, they're more than likely laughing at you for being a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
They're not going like, oh my god,
The girl.
I can't believe they're having sex, or that she's giving him a blowjob, or he's fingering her. It's like, look at these cunts down here. Oi, put it away, you fucking idiot. That's what you're gonna get. It can't be fun.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I'd just be like, get off.
Fuck off.
Hey. Hey.
At home.
Wait
Not
for the
here.
car. Wait for the car. The car ride.
Yeah. Alright, Brooke now. We're going nice with these ones. Best memory growing up together.
Our, like, mine and yours.
Yes, you and me.
There's a lot.
There is a fuck ton. We've done a lot.
I liked when me and you played that Macca's
McHappy Day.
McHappy Day.
Yes.
Like, we wrote a song the night before.
We wrote a Big Mac song.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
And struggled to remember all of it the next day, but I think we smashed it pretty well.
Yeah.
And got there.
And that holiday that we took down at Long Beach.
The holiday at Long Beach.
Yeah.
Always remember that one. It was a good holiday.
That was sick.
Good holiday. Murder in the Dark. It's all it ever has to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you can take that one then. Try to single out something else. There's just too many. Just the whole period of when we used to live across the street from each other.
Oh, yeah, and it's just like, you busy? Like, no, like, come around, like.
It's just like, go to your door. Hey.
I've been pretty lucky, like, my whole childhood. Like, through primary school, my best friend lived next door. Through high school, my best friend lived across the road for majority of, like...
Yeah, and then when not, it was still only around the corner anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, it's pretty lucky. Like, don't know.
Another good recent one is when we went to Phil's Bucks party.
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good.
Not as much growing up, but more or less recenter. But that was just an absolute baller of a time.
Just a good weekend, hey? Like, just reconnecting with all the boys.
So when you hear Bucks party, you think strippers, you think lots of drunken antics. No, we hired a house in Sussex Inlet for... We were there for one night? Did we just stay overnight?
Yeah, we were there for... So, Friday, stayed the Friday... No, I think we were there for 2.
Might have been there for 2 nights.
Yeah, 2 nights.
We went up, stayed in this house down the coast in Sussex. We played backyard cricket on the water.
Yep.
We then ordered pizzas.
Which I then put TV snacks on the pizzas.
This guy put TV snacks on his pizza because he goes to me, adds, what size pizza are you getting? I'm like, a small. So he proceeds to order a small for himself because he's like, well, if Adam's eating a small, I might as well just get a small. And then we get the pizzas. And there's one small box and he's just like, what's this? It's like, it's your pizza. And he's like, I thought you were getting small. I'm like, bro, look at me. I'm not getting a small pizza.
And like, so everyone pretty much got the family size pizzas. So there was 4 pizzas probably about like yay big. And then my small pizza was like...
It was a small pizza.
It was very small. Like,
to which he had to find, what can I put on this to make it
to make it
better?
To make it better. And I had a packet of TV snacks there. Like, I fucking love my TV snacks. And
did they help?
Well, it didn't not help. And it's a story to tell.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, that cunt that put TV snacks on his pizza.
Can't put TV snacks on his pizza. So we did that. We played board games
both
nights.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then played Murder in the Dark.
Yeah.
That's a Bucks party.
Yeah,
that's a Bucks party. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Absolute wonderful time.
Yeah.
Rekindle with your boys. It's a good thing. When are we going to come out as a throuple, though?
I'm thinking more of a double and just...
Yeah. That's been secured for like the last 12 years, but, you know.
She didn't know
who's
that
counting?
Offering me to stay in your house would lead to this.
Yeah, that was...
I'm slowly infiltrating Adam's life more and more.
He says that, but he's been a plague on my life ever since I first met him anyway. Yeah. So, unfortunately, there will be no throuple. If there is, it won't be with you, I guess.
Yeah.
It'll...
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess not with you. We'll just find someone else. Yeah. So, no, unfortunately not. Best part of 2021 so far, though?
Best part of 20... I love this year. This year has been such a good... The best, like, for me, was moving in with you. On New Year's Eve.
Yep.
like, and it has been the best. Like,
Has been brilliant. Has been new shine for you.
exactly.
It's been a good light to see you in.
Yeah.
Even though you are not in your own place, but I think we've been able to make this place feel like your own anyway.
It feels like my home. It's awesome.
Exactly. It has been a really good year. 2021, it's the year that COVID has sort of stepped back out of Australia. Shows are happening again.
We can
As
dance
said, we
and
went to the Easter show. 40,000 people in a crowd together. Jesus Christ, it was fucking weird. But having, music shows back. My band's playing our second show in 2 weeks' time. With crowds being able to stand.
Already
it's now sold out as well, so...
Yeah. Already sold out.
That's fucking sick as well. But, I mean, best part, obviously, was you being able to move in and us completing that dream of living with your best friend when you're younger. And we kind of missed that time, but...
It wasn't really planned either. It was just kind of... just stuff happened.
Yeah, it was through unfortunate events and whatnot, but it was very instant of, no, this is where you're coming to stay.
Like within half an hour of you finding out, you're like, you're coming to stay here. Like, yep, I'm good with that.
It's the reason I bought a 3-bedroom house. And unfortunately, Brooke lost her makeup room, but...
Unlucky.
It looks better the way it is now.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So yeah, 2021.
Yeah, the other best part was Godzilla vs. Kong.
For you, yeah.
Yeah. And then the next best part will be Mortal Kombat in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Cannot fucking wait. What's it like living with two fabulous people, Jacob?
I thought that question was for you.
It's definitely for you.
Well, I think we just pretty much touched it. You guys are amazing. Yep. Like...
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're a great roommate.
Oh, well, I try.
Now that you pay rent.
Now that I pay rent. I still need to get that shirt. I pay rent.
We'll get you one. Alright. We're going to end it with Alyssa. Alyssa, I've saved you to the end to completely whet Jacob's palate with your delicious questions that you'd like to ask.
Bring it to me.
So thank you, Alyssa, for sending these in and making them just as good for Jacob as you would for Jack. So, we'll start easy. What's your favourite way to eat a potato?
What?
I said it's the easiest one, but it's still so fucking weird.
I saw that question.
How do you like your potato? Mashed, baked, fried?
I love a good mashed potato, but I mix my mashed potato with mashed pumpkin, kind of make it a bit orangey.
Well, it's still
like,
still how you having your potato.
Like that's a childhood thing, and that is my go-to for potatoes. If I was having potatoes, I'm not going to say chips because I don't want you to think I'm fat. But probably chips. Geez. But mashed potato. It
definitely would be mine, but recently more discovered baked potatoes now are really fucking good.
Like you do the little cross thing and put the butter in it? Or?
No, like cut them into little squares and that.
Ah, yes, like a roast dinner type.
Yeah, like a roast potato type thing.
Yeah.
My good friend Zach cooked us up a few months ago. We went over there for dinner, and they were the crunchiest, most delicious potatoes I've ever had in my life.
Yeah. If you do it right and you get that nice crisp look.
He did it right. It was delectable.
Potatoes are just good.
They're not bad. They are not bad. That's alright. It does that thing. It'll stop, but it'll keep going. Who knows? At this point, it did cut out. The question was, which Marvel character would you pick to go down on?
Marvel character.
Not to discriminate. Can be guy, can be girl.
Yeah, can be a guy. Okay, yeah.
Can be alien, can be anything you want.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. No, I reckon Black Widow.
Did anyone else expect anything different?
Yeah, no, I don't think there's another... Unless you have another one, maybe like a Gamora or something. I feel like you'll be like a Gamora type.
I want to know.
What's down
Does
there?
it all match? Is it also green?
Why is Gamora?
How is Gamora? Is the better question.
Yeah.
Hulk dick.
Oh,
Real talk. Real talk.
How big?
Would it be a big Hulk dick?
Or is it like kind of like if you have steroids?
He's so big, it's very minuscule. Because, I mean, he wears some tight pants sometimes and they don't reveal much. So I'm begging the question, Hulk got small dick?
So you just want to go down...
That's why he's so angry.
That's why he's so angry. So you just want to go down to find out.
I just want to see. I just want to pull him down and go, that's what he's got.
Kind of want you to finish the job, so I want to know what colour it is.
Fuck, yeah.
Does he have white sperm?
Would it be radioactive? Could you swallow it and be okay?
Ooh.
Would you become...
Yeah.
Semen Hulk? Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? There's so many good things you could go down on the Marvel Universe.
Just things. Just Groot. Let's just go down on Groot.
Let me shave back that tree and see what he's got going on under there. I am Groot.
I am Groot.
No, but I'd go on Gamora.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
Yeah.
I should be alright.
Yeah.
Should be good. Now, this is the last one. What's your favourite word for semen?
I think semen needs to be used more. I think that's a hilarious word.
It really is.
I think semen, like, if, like, you were in bed with someone and they were just like, I want to swallow your semen. I think it needs to happen more. Like...
Oh my god.
Like...
It's okay, baby. Semen in me.
Just give me all of your semen.
No. I'll take the semen. Don't worry.
What's yours? What?
You know that
Is it what I think it is?
Straight up, I just want to go cummies.
It's cummies.
Cummies is the one.
It's just so good.
I'll throw Brooke under the bus and say that she's the one that fucking caused that.
Yeah.
But cummies is a really fucking funny word.
It catches.
Because it's so like childish and it seems so innocent, but it's not.
Just like semen.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I have to go with semen. It's just made me laugh too much.
Spunk is a funny one though.
Spunk is funny. I don't really like. I literally just say like. I just say cum.
Well, because yeah, it's just so much easier to say.
It's like such a like. Yeah.
I'm
gonna come in your mouth.
I'm gonna come in your mouth. It flows with everything. I'm gonna come in your ass. I'm gonna come in your vagina.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come on your knee.
All over.
The end.
The end. Yeah. I'm like semen.
Hashtag bring back semen.
Bring back semen.
And also start using cummies in the bedroom. I guarantee you'll have a laugh out of that one.
Yeah, cummies. I've got to try cummies.
Any of the girls out there, just look at your man and just go, I'm ready for your cummies.
Do you have to say it like that?
Yes, exactly like that. Like you're a Japanese anime schoolgirl.
Don't do a Hago.
Do it. And then Snapchat us. Alright, that's all the questions, guys. We're all done here. Jacob, thank you very much for coming on and helping out on this episode.
It's been a pleasure. Not the movie. The movie was not a pleasure.
Exactly right. The questions were what we were really here for.
It literally just feels like I've just been sitting here talking to you, which is what I do anyway.
Yeah, so pretty much. So, guys, thank you very much for watching in, listening in on this impromptu episode. Jack will be back next week. He did think it was for Mortal Kombat, but I don't realise that he's going to be doing the Unholy with me, because that is next week, not Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is a week after that. But get excited, because that is going to be another big episode under our belt for that one. So everything will be back to normal on then. We'll update on the midweek review on what we're going to do on that, if Jack can make it for that one, or if we have to figure out something else. We'll see what happens. But anyway, thank you all for listening. You've been joined with me. My name is Adam, and I've been one half of the You Like That podcast.
And my name is Jacob, and I'm going to stall for the longest that I can to pay respects for Jack, who I'm on behalf on the You Like That podcast.
Beautiful. We'll see you next week, guys. Thank you very much.